Hello, this is a YouTube video kind of like doing like a review of the new snapshot of Minecraft 1.9, and I'm gonna be showing you a bunch of cool stuff. And so first of all, Mojang has very kindly added the coolest things ever to Minecraft. Well, the new snapshots. And sometime by the end of October they're going to be releasing the actual version 1.9, which is going to be so amazing. But first of all, let's see. Oh yeah, Elytra. Now, these are probably my favorite things in the whole snapshot. Like, oh my god, they're so cool. And they let you pretty much fly. Well, more like glide, because you can't really gain altitude. Well, you can, but you can't go higher than you originally fell from. Which I think is kind of fair, because it would be a little bit cheaty if you could completely fly. And I'm going to show it again in F5 because it really does look awesome. Higher than the clouds. Okay. And look at this. Isn't that just awesome? Then you can if you go up too much, his legs start flailing around, showing that you should probably look down a bit more. And the way to steer it is basically just looking up or down, and then it's really easy. It's basically just flying, but if you look down to look at the lovely view, you'll start plummeting. And actually, if you do this in survival mode, you will die, so don't try that. Okay. Then I think another awesome thing is, look at this. It's ice, but under my feet, and it won't suffocate him, but that's fine. And isn't this just awesome? You could just run around, and this is actually a new enchantment you can put only on your boots. It's called Frostwalker, but unlike most other enchantments, you can't enchant it in an enchanting table. Instead, you have to find it in dungeons, or you can trade it with villagers. I think those might be the only ways to find it, but yeah, it's really useful. And then, well, they also finally did something new to boats, which I think is really good, because boats before were really bad, but now, look at this animation. Isn't that just awesome? With the oars, the thingies. Yeah. But it's kind of hard to control, because if you want to go left, you have to hold the right, and if you want to go right, you have to hold the left. Yeah. And I'm still making the ice. How strange. But I found out about a kind of glitch. Now, of course, you can't break them anymore. Well, you can, but it's really hard to. Well, there are actually two glitches I found. So first of all, I think this is probably one of the coolest glitches ever. Because, well, if you play, well, basically, you just have to have a setup like this, where there's two beams of whatever blocks. Just make sure there's no blocks underneath. And then a piston with buttons and slime. So you get into the boat, and then you click the button, and whee, yeah, just go flying. And that is really useful for transportation. because you can just go anywhere. Well, kind of. You have to make the kind of rail thingies first. But yeah, that's just one of the things I've found. But then there's one more which I haven't built yet. But that's just because it's so simple that it'll barely take any time at all. So I think pretty much all you need is just two things. Slime block and a torch. Now this may look awfully simple, but that's just because it is. And, well, if you just put on a boat there, and then, let's just wait a bit, and then you go into the boat, you get flying into the air. Now make sure you get out as soon as it starts going down, because you may crash your Minecraft. Yeah, and it broke. But the longer you leave it to stay on the slime block, the higher it will launch you. So if we just well, let's get rid of these items first. But if we just put that there, blah blah blah, and then we do that, as you see, it didn't exactly go as high that time. Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of this is a glitch which lets you go in kind of like a direction which is kind of like forwards or any direction. But this makes you go upwards. But yeah, it's actually kind of useful because if you have the wings, you know, then, well, I don't know if it'll actually work, but now I'm just getting rid of these. You will be able to yeah, you can glide now. Well, that's really useful for getting some height, because you know you have to start off from a high area to use these. You can't just start off the ground. Yeah, isn't that just super awesome? And these wings do actually have durability. So, yeah. But I'm in creative mode, so it doesn't actually show it. But, yeah, something that they added kind of, for one of the first, snapshots, 1.9, are lingering potions. Now, these are actually super cool, and they're kind of super useful. Let me just, let's see, they're kind of under everything. Let's get instant damage. And then, game mode S. Now, this is a really kind of interesting way of how to kill your friends in PvP. Put that down and it lingers around, but then if you walk into it, it damages you a lot. But it, oh, whoa, that's a close one. Did you see how close that was? Oh boy. Oh well. Then, well, you know, you saw that. What else is there? Ah, yes. I remember now. The Ender Dragon. Yeah, they did a really big update to the Ender Dragon, where basically, wait, where is it? Oh yeah. Well, here's one of the first things. You can actually get his head now. Well, her head. I don't know if it's a he or she. Yeah, that's super cool. But not only can you place it, but of course you can wear it. And then every time you move, it opens the mouth. And I think that's just a nice little detail. But then a lot of even more stuff has happened to the end. and the end is actually where you're going to be finding the elytra wings. So that's like super cool, and I'll probably be showing you where those are if I can find it, you know. Yeah, because the places where you find the elytra kind of hard to find. But yeah, if you didn't know how to make an ender bottle, well, I guess this is not how you do it. Sorry about that. Isn't this how you do it? Pretty sure it is. What? Well, I guess there's a bug, because I'm pretty sure that's how you do it, isn't it? Oh. Well, what do you know? I guess we're not going to the end. Yeah. There's actually, like, big cities. And actually, you know what? I think I'll go into the Ender City. You know, just so you actually get to see what they look like. Because I don't want you to miss out on anything. So, yeah, this is like what they look like, you know. And these are actually really cool. I'll be showing you these plants and these blocks on that ship there. That's where you find the elytra. And these big ender cities are like really useful. And inside them, you'll find a new mob. Yes, a new mob, finally. And this new mob is known as the shulker. Short for shell lurker. Shulker. And these kind of just look like normal blocks, don't they? But, you know, yeah, it opened for a brief moment. And, of course, if you go into survival mode, it'll open, and look at his cute little face. But, yeah, this isn't safe. I'll get some golden apples, but these actually give you a new kind of buff. Well, I don't know if it's like a buff or a kind of bad thing, but it is awesome. Because when these little, the shulkers shoot out these like little orbs, which like go in little zigzaggy lines, and then when they hit you, oh yeah, these things up here are new. They show the things, but yeah, you just go flying when they hit you. They give you a thingy, which I can't remember what it's called. But I guess it could be useful if you get hit by multiple of them, and then you can use your elytra, and then you can actually punch them to get rid of them. And then, like, this guy's really hard to hit unless you hit the inside of him when he's open. And that's kind of important to know, so you don't waste a ton of time just whacking him on the outside. I'm just gonna get a diamond sword. Come on. Oh yeah, it's teleports. Oh, and I think I might have killed him unless he teleported. And yes, they can teleport, which is kind of annoying because I think I killed him. I killed him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yeah, zombies. They've had an update as well. Yeah, biggest update ever. Now they lift up their arms. But that's not all. Actually, you know, he only took 3 hits just then. But that's because, well, wait,